Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 5 on ABAP and HANA. So in this video I'm going to explain about the value operator. So with a single value operator we can achieve many things in ABAP. So it might be very useful session, I believe. So I want to give very detailed explanation about the value operator. Start with the simple examples, then we can go ahead with what kind of functions we can use and complex scenarios. That's why I just divided into a few videos. I don't want to dump everything into one video. Okay, so let's get into this. Few points. Value operator. Actually, it's not a keyword. Okay, it's an operator. Technically, we call it as constructor operator. So it's easy to remember as what is it's going to do as value is nothing but a constructor operator. So it's going to construct the value based on the target. So if the target is a kind of a generic internal table or it has a different structures and moving the data between two different internal table or a same internal table with some manipulations with if conditions, where conditions. So it's going to construct, finally it's going to construct the value based on the business requirement. Okay, so that is the main idea of value operator. So excuse me. So it's going to construct a value for a specified type. It might create an initial value. We just use this for object and class and object as well. And it's going to structure the values for any specific structure. And it can have like generic or non-generic data type as well. And it support with other operators. So it work with independently as well as it has other support operators or the keywords as well, and lot more. We have a lot to know about value. And my excuse me, idea or suggestion is once you start uh, learning about value operator, please try to utilize or try to implement in your day-to-day development, because it has lot of options are available. Okay, so if you start working on it, then it's very easy to remember. Otherwise it's if you just go through the video and just keep as it is, that's it, you're not able to utilize this particular kind of operator in your day-to-day development. Okay, so that's it, nothing much about at least the value operator in this session. So I'll show you in the system directly. So this is my system. Let's create a program for this value operator. So CGI value operator. Okay, created value operator, executable program, and going in a local object. So let me start with a very simple example. Okay, so example is for generic data type. Okay, like pass value to my generic internal table. Okay, so I'm going to create data IT values. Okay, simple values, type table of integer. So integer is going to be, I'm going to create a just internal table with the integer data type. So now I'm going to assign a value. So if you want to assign a value, example, I can say 10, 20, 30. So you need to say you have to create a work area, or you need to have a implicit, excuse me, header line. 1 second. Yeah, implicit header line, and you have to assign a value and use it with the help of append keyword. You have to assign some values, hard-coded values I'm talking about, to this internal table. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use value keyword, values equal to value operator hash, and the format is this parenthesis. Okay, defines. Okay, this is for the whole value operator. Whatever you're going to keep inside, you need one set of parentheses, or like left and right, for the entire value operator. Next, every record you have another open parenthesis and open and close parenthesis. Suppose the space is very important. I'm going to have one record. So you need one parenthesis. Okay. So inside this, you can write whatever you want. A record can have a single field or multiple fields, but current scenario has only one field because it's a integer data type. It has only one field. So with whatever field you want, just assign a value for it. If you have more than one fields in the same open and close parenthesis, assign a value with the help of space. Okay. So no comma or you're going to use over here. That is very important. Suppose I want to have one more record, have one more parenthesis, one more record, have one more parenthesis. Okay. So set of parentheses. So it denotes three records. Okay. Let's see how it designed. Instead of doing right, I always go with debugging level, so it's very comfortable to understand what is happening in the backend. So you can see three rows are created in default value rows, empty rows I can say. So it's an integer, so it creates 0, 0, 0. Okay, it's integer 4. Table name is integer 4. So if you assign a value, it assigns the same value to your internal table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say like 100. Record number 1, and this is 200, record number 2, and this is 300, record number 3. Afterward, excuse me, execute, and you can see the same values. There is much difference over here. So 100, 200, 300. Okay, and so this is very simple to understand what is value keyword, value operator, how the syntax would be, what is the format of the value operator. Okay. Now, if you normally a question, can I do a manipulation on this? Yes, you're able to do it. I'm going to make everything as a 300. So what I'm going to do is plus 200 and okay, I'll make everything as 200. So that's why I can use all the operators. So this is multiply by 1. And this is less than, like subtract minus 100. So manipulation also possible. Okay, afterward this is the numeric value, so no single quotes used. If it is a character, you have to use a single quotes. So output is very simple, so nothing big difference in the output. So here whatever you expected, it's coming 200, 200, 200. So I keep everything as 200. Okay, so manipulation also possible with value operator. Okay, so this is very simple understanding of, so what we can do, value is nothing but it's going to construct a value for your target. Simple. Got it? So the next, let me have another internal table with a structure. Let me go with structure over here, types, begin of. So using value operator, we need something additionally, we have to declare it before using a value operator for a support. Okay, so that is always keep in your mind. Begin of type, I can say it may be a material, so go with Mara. 3 fields, MATNR, MTART, type MTART, creation date, type data. Okay, so 3 fields I'm creating. So in the structure, I need a structure which has 3 fields. Let's see how we can utilize value operator to feed the structure. Okay, now I'm going to declare an internal table first. IT Mara type table of, what is that, typ underscore, sorry, table of typ underscore Mara. Okay, and it requires empty key with empty key. Okay, so now this internal table to be filled with hard-coded values. First we go with the hard-coded values, then we can pass the database values to the internal table. So now what I can do is it Mara is equal to value hash. So as I mentioned, this is for the whole value, and I need two records, record 1, record 2. So this is for understanding. I go with the parenthesis first, otherwise you can directly start working on your assigning the values. matnr equal to mat1. So here you have to mention the name of your fields. mtart equal to it is a type 1, and c date equal to, I can say today's date 2021, and months and date. Okay, and this is single record, so I want one more record. Control C. I can keep this in the next line for a easy understanding. So my next record would be like this. So I have two records. This is T2 and this is MAT2. Check. So no syntax found. Another one, on the flow I'm going to declare a value. So this is the way to assign a value to, or construct a value to the internal table which has a structure. Okay. On the flow I want to create another internal table. Okay. I'm saying equal value. Let's have the same. Okay. Check it. Yeah. This is very frequent error once you start working on value keyword. Okay, no type can be derived from the context of the operator value, meaning the values are ready, constructed values are ready, and what is the target? It's going to assign the value to this internal table. But what is the structure of the internal table? Value not able to recognize what kind of structure is available in this internal table, because this is not generic. So if it is generic, it has only one value, you can go ahead, you can give value ash. So if you see over here, you say value ash. Okay, but here you can't use value ash. So you have at least anywhere, either it should be while declaration the structure should be assigned, or at least in the value level you have to assign it. So here you can use the structures. Okay, I have a structure, I have internal table, can I assign it? No, the format is table type. It accepts only table type. So structure is not enough. So on top of the structure, you need to create a table type. So types tt mara type table of typ underscore mara. So now this also not to be generic. So let's go with empty key. Okay. Then go to your statement where it is required. Go here, you can say tt underscore mara. Control F2. Now the error gone. So either the internal table to be declared before using the value, or on the flow if you are going to declare your internal table, that needs a table type as a structure. It defines the structure of your internal table. Simple. Okay. Okay, so these two has same data, there is no much difference over there. And another way is, okay, let me show you first, then I'll go to the next one. Activates, executes itmara 2, so has two records. Okay. So I made one because a hard coded one, right? So today's date, creation date is comes, same thing even mara as well. So another simple one is you can assign you can use a standard variables, system variables we can say, right? So you can use a standard variable or system variable in your value keyword, sorry, value operator syntax, and you can do an even manipulation as well. So value has lot of options. You can use a function, you can use some other detailed or complex manipulations as well. So everything we'll see one by one. So here I'm saying I just pass a system date and small manipulation in the next data, next record. Excuse me. Go to IT Mara. So the first record is 3 current date, and the second record is just 1 day less than that. Okay, so you can do that as well. Next, I'm going to show you the ranges. I'll show you how to pass the data from another internal table to this one instead of hard code. Okay, so now I can say ranges. Suppose data r underscore wrks type range of works underscore t. Okay, so now I'm going to enter the value for this. Works equal to value of, so this is for the entire value, and for record 1, okay, and record 2. Okay, so first record, you can use control space bar as well. It shows what are the other options possible inside your value operator. It may be a keyword, or it may be another operator, okay, or it can be another internal table also. It shows in the internal table also, right? So we'll see one by one. But now I need a field. Okay, so field for this, the r underscore works. So I can say, just try si sign. So sign equal to include, I'm sorry, I want everything in one field, right? One record option equal to equal and low equal to 1000. So this is my first record, and second record might be between. Sign equal to include, no comma, okay, there's no need of any separator. Option is between, low equal to 1020 and high equal to 1060. Okay, act toward it and execute. So you have two records. So output is simple, similar, same like a normal code only. So there is no much difference in the output. Okay, so here we are learning how to construct the value. So this is for ranges. Okay, so now I'm going to use a select statement, and I'm going to dump the data from one internal table to another internal table with the help of value operator. So like this, select matnr mtart and date. What is the date field? ERSDA. Okay. TA from Mara into. So this is I'm writing expectation. It might accept, but I will show you the error. Then we'll clear the error one by one. So that will be easy to understand. I have an internal table with ITMAT1 on the flow. I just generated it. My expectation is I need to pass the informations to another internal table using value keyword. So value hash. This is for value. Sorry, this is for value, and inside the record, right, one record. So the, and this parenthesis for one record, I'm passing mat1. So this is my expectation. Let's see what is happening. It shows very clearly the same error. No type can be derived because the internal table is not declared, or at least the internal table table type should be mentioned over here. Okay, I have a table type already, tt underscore mara. This is another type of error. Okay, second type of frequently coming error. Mostly you handle with moving bulk data from one internal table to another internal table. So suppose if you want to use one by one, like I'm going to assign manually this field equal to, like I am MAT2 field 1 equal to MAT1 field 1. It's well and good, it's working fine. But now I want to dump everything. So let's see how we can make this work. Okay, so if you see I type MAT1, this one cannot be converted of TYP Mara. Is nothing but structure of this table type. If you double click, So this is structure. So it's saying is not able to convert it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few adjustments. It's not both internal table mat1 and mat2 is going to refer the same structure, but it's a little differently. So what I'm going to do is let me have two different table type. So TT Mara, I consider this is for mat1. So for mat2, it should refer. I'll show you why. Okay, mat2, I make it Mara type table of TT Mara with empty key. So I'm referring the previous or mat1 internal table type. Okay, and your internal table to be declared like this: data IT mat1 is for the first table type, and IT mat2 is nothing but second table type. Okay, so this is a small adjustments we have to do for this kind of scenario. Let's activate it. Let's check it. So it's already declared. Okay, let me take this out. Oops. Okay, OpenSQL. Oh, come on. Okay, and what else? Two also declared. Okay, and cannot be converted. Okay, because it has its own structure, right? If there is a own structure, you don't want to specify the table type. Instead of that, go with hash f2. Yes, it's well and good. So now the whatever data is coming from this internal database table to internal table, it automatically move everything without any condition. It just move to IT mat to internal table. Okay, let's activate and see how many records. Execute. It's quite interesting. Let's see the source. Mat1 has 771 records only, and Mat2 has only one record. Because mat2 is capable of getting more values. One is from the bulk, because I want to set the bulk one, and if you add to see with the nested value, if you want to add any hard-coded value also, it's ready to receive it. But in which format it receives, everything, every value is considered as one independent internal table. Okay, so just open this mat2. So if I add one more value, see here, only one record, and in that there is an internal table for your mat1. So this is the one. So if I add another value, it creates one more record over here. I'll show you. If I just add one more record, if I add two more value keywords, then it adds, keep on adding the rows for each value. So each value is considered as one internal table. Okay. So this is very interesting. So you can keep this, and whenever you need for a business scenario, you can make use of this. So now what I'm going to do is, this is one record with the help of value. So consider this is one internal table, and I'm going to have one more again with the help of value. Okay, so value, not value. This should start with this another record, right? So inside the record, I have to use this. This is for entire value parenthesis, and this is for second record. So value hash, inside this I have a field over here, material equal to m2. I think it's not material. So let me copy from there. Okay, spaces is very important. Okay, so now what happens? It will create one more value. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, it's open, this is closed, this is closed. Okay, the main one more is required. Okay, this one. Okay, I have this. Yep, got it. So execute, check. So this is one internal table and this is another internal table. So let me have one more also. One more record. So second internal table has two records. First internal table has 771 records, right? And this matnr equal this. Okay. Activate. Execute. If you see IT underscore mat, so now it's two records. First one is 771 and second has two more records. Okay. So if you have one more value, it will create third row as well. Okay. You can have one more value, it will create one more. So these two over here, these two over here. So it's little confusing initial stage. Okay, let's think this, check about this. This is on full open and record one internal table, and I have opened the value keyword structure. So two parentheses opened. It has two records and this needs to be closed. Okay, and I have opened the another one and it has two parentheses and it has two records and it needs to be closed, two things to be closed. So here this one is closed and this is for the main one. It's correct. Yes, it's run. So activate it, execute. So it has three rows. So it's very simple. Okay. So this way also we can utilize the operator value operator keyword. The next one is select, like three or four. Okay, I can go with three internal tables from three different database table. I'm going to move everything to the final one. Okay, I have showed you in the internal table properties video on ABAP and HANA. So I'll show the same with a detailed explanation. Okay, so let me copy the code first. So this is the code. I'm getting the values from EK keyword to an internal table, EK pivot and MAT and MAKT. Okay, so you can use inner join or other options. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about the if condition. I'm not checking anything. So just the concept is I'm filling three internal tables. I want to fill this to a final internal table. Okay, so for that I need with the help of value operator. So I need structure for this. So let me copy that as well. Okay, so the expectation is I want this final internal table to be filled with value operator. Okay, so I created a table type as well because value needs a table type. Either you can declare internal table over here or on the flow you can do it. So now I'm going to use data. I'm going to use on the flow it final equal to value. So if it is on the flow, you have to declare or you have to specify your table type. Okay, so this is for the entire value parenthesis, and the first one is I'm going to move the information from EKKO table. This is normal loop and read concept. Okay, so I want to get the records based on the previous internal table data. So I'm going to use a keyword called for, and I'm going to declare a work area. This is also on the flow declaration. You're not seeing data over here, but this is automatically declared. I didn't declare this anywhere previously. Okay, and in internal table EKKO. Okay, so this is my condition. So I'm going to use one by one, and inside the first record I'm going to create a first record. So first record is I'm going to give the name of your left hand side or target internal table. It's nothing but EBELN, so almost both are same, equal to pass the value from or using the work area EKKO EBELN. Okay, and everything in one line. So in one record, either you can go to the second one, but don't close the parenthesis. Bergs equal to WEKKO underscore BUKRS. Okay, so I just moved only the first internal table data. Check it. Mara already declared. Okay, I go with Mara 2. That's also declared. Oh, 3. Yep. Check and activate and execute it. So record wise it's very simple. Go to your final internal table. So it has 2 fields filled. So there are 5 fields, out of 5 2 is filled. It's very simple. In EKKO we have only 2 data. I didn't have any where condition, but it's a training system, so I have only 2 purchase orders are available. Okay. So the next what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the other internal tables as well. And before that, by mistake, so if you say, okay, this is done, I closed it, I opened it, okay, what happens? System considered this is one record and this is another record. It creates the value to the next record. So this is called, we call it as default. Okay, I'll show you what is that also. Execute. IT final. So you can see 4 records because so first it creates Evelyn, next everything is empty because we given the parenthesis for the second field. So it consider that is a second record. So it's created like this. You don't give any syntax error. Whatever the format you given, automatically it takes. So this is called, we call as default. Okay. Suppose you feel one particular record is always to be defaulted. So you just leave it and create the other values. Okay. So now it creates default for here and it works as default values here. Okay. So let me finish this and I'll show you one default values as well. So now I want to have one more internal table, second internal table. So you have to list out everything in the very next lines, all the fors to be in this very next lines. Okay. So after this you can't use the for condition over here. So I'm saying for WAEKPO on the flow declaration, and this is for EKPO, and I need a where condition for this. Okay, so I'm saying where EBELN is equal to the previous internal table value EBELN. Close it. Okay, that's it. And everything in one line, right? One record. So here I'm going to add another one. EBELP is equal to WAK from a different work area. EBELP and MATNR, no separators, just a space is enough. AKPO MATNR. All good? Yes. Okay. So output, it's simple. In the same 2 lines, it added 2 more values to the fields. So here it's added the item as well as the MATNR. The same way you can do the MATKX as well. But I'm going to do in a different way. Another method we can do is instead of, again what you have to do is you have to use for Mara in IT Mara 3 where so MATNR equal to WEKP MATNR. It's everything is very simple. The another way of using that is I need MAKTX equal to IT Mara 3. I can use the internal table over here and the conditions. MATNR is equal to WAKPO MATNR, and you have to specify the field, which field you want to pass to this particular internal table record or internal table work area field. So this way, probably second video I showed you, right, how to move a particular value, field value from an internal table to a variable. The same concept I have used over here. So this way also you're able to use instead of using a while condition. Activate. No change in your result. It just take the particular material number, sorry, material text, and keep it in the exact field. It's filled it. Clear? So hope you're able to understand about the value operator, at least the basics. So try to use this in your everyday development. I will come with some other little more complex, I can say, with the help of like another keyword, corresponding base lines of nested structure. So we have a lot, we can do a lot with this value operator. So it's quite interesting. So just play around with this. I'll come with another videos with more about value operator, probably the next, otherwise whenever I have a time. So thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye bye.